Hey guys, my name is Alexis and I'm going to talk to you about the HPV or the human papillomavirus. The reason that I chose this particular pathogen is because it actually affects someone extremely special to me, and this is the best way for me to raise awareness as well as learn more about it for myself. Now, I found it very interesting because there are over 100 types of different HPV, and a good portion of them lead to cancer, but not all of them do. And not to mention, it's also the most commonly sexually transmitted disease. So common, in fact, that almost every single person who has sex is going to get it at least once. But since there's no real signs or symptoms to just tell you automatically, yeah, you have HPV, you won't even know. And most of the time, it resolves itself. So you won't even be aware that you ever had it because it's gone. But there are cases where it doesn't. And when it doesn't, it can lead to serious consequences like cancer. It can lead to anal cancer, it can lead to cervical cancer, it can lead to vulvar cancer, and it can lead to vaginal cancer. And it's like any other cancer. You can get everything taken out in that area, you can get all of the cancer removed, and it can still come back. In another area, it can spread. So it's something that you need to be aware of. Now, there isn't exactly a cure. Once you have one of these cancers in result of the HPV, you'll go through the normal chemo or the various other types of chemotherapy, which they've got a pill and they've got a shot now. So you won't necessarily have to do the radiation and chemo. There are alternatives if you need to get this addressed. But a lot of times now, doctors are encouraging kids and like our generation and younger to get the HPV vaccination, which can help in preventing you from getting it, of course. Now, who's to say that you're never, ever, ever, ever going to get it if you get the vaccine? Because it's like the flu or any other vaccine you get. It decreases your chances, but isn't a 100% guarantee. So, it's just something you need to be aware of and keep in mind, especially when there are certain risk factors involved. For example, if you have multiple sexual partners, that can increase your chances. Your age can increase your chances. If you have a weakened immune system or are taking a antibiotic or some type of medication that will weaken your immune system, it can increase your chances. If you've got any cuts or open abrasions on your skin, or if you make any personal contact with it. So if you touch somebody's wart. Now, you don't necessarily have to touch somebody's wart in order to get it, because there are various other ways, such as public showers, public pools. Say someone else touches their warts and they don't wash their hands, or they touch something that you touch. It can also increase your chances. This disease is the most commonly transmitted, but it is not the only way that you can receive it, because you can get it from those examples that I just provided, and you don't just get it in the genital area. You can get warts in the genital area, you can get it in your hands, your elbows, your feet, your hands. It's very common in children to get it on their faces. And then it's more common in adolescents and young adults to have them in their genitals. Probably because they're more sexually active. Now, there are different types of warts as well. There are the flat-topped warts, which are the ones you usually see in the kids on their faces. Men get them in their beards, and women can get them all over their legs. So it's not just if someone has genital warts for you to be wary of. And it's something that you need to make sure that you get you get checked often, especially women. Pap smears are the best way to identify if you do have HPV. So if you get your checkups often, you get everything looked at, they can catch it early, they can help you get your treatments done, they can make sure that it doesn't turn into cancer, and you need to make sure of that. And now you guys know what can happen if you have HPV, because it really can lead to cancer, and it can be very scary when you find out. Thank you guys.